Hello chess lovers, I have a very beautiful game for you played by Paul Morphy against Samuel Boden. The game was played in 1858 in London. By the way, this is the same Boden after whom Boden mate is named. Let's see how the game went on. Morphy started with e4, e5 by Boden, knight f3, knight c6 and d4. Morphy goes for the Scotch game. E takes d4, bishop c4, bishop c5, white castles, d6, c3, allowing black to capture on c3 as well for a quick development, but black plays knight f6. Of course, capturing on c3 is better, but black plays knight f6 and now white captures on d4, getting a very strong center. Bishop b6, knight c3, black castles, d5 and a bad move by black, knight a5, and after this move the knight is out of the game. A better move was knight e5 or even playing knight e7 then bringing the knight to g6, but instead we see this very passive knight a5, bishop d3, c5, bishop g5, h6, bishop h4, bishop g4, h3, bishop h5, and now comes a strong move by Morphy, g4, kicking away this bishop, bishop g6, queen d2, rook e8, rook e1, white is preparing e5, bishop c7 trying to control the e5 square and stop this pawn, and a dubious decision by Morphy, knight b5. Well, actually e5 is playable. If d takes e5 then bishop takes g6, if f takes g6 then g5, h takes g5, queen takes g5, and white has an advantage. But instead we see after bishop c7, knight b5, and a bad move by Boden, king h7. Well, black could, for example, bring the bishop to b8 square, but this king h7 move is allowing white to capture on f6, and now black can't recapture on f6 because the bishop is hanging. We see g takes f6, which is weakening the king side. Knight takes c7, queen takes c7, queen c3, queen d8, knight h4, b6, f4, king g7, knight takes g6, f takes g6, and here comes this strong e5 move, opening up this diagonal. Rook c8, bishop b1, opening up a space for the queen and attack black king. King f7, now comes e6 check. Look at this unstoppable pawn on e6. King g7, queen d3, f5, g takes f5, queen f6, f takes g7. Just there is no way to stop these pawns. Look at these three passed pawns. Queen takes b2, f5, queen f6 blocking the pawn, but now comes e7, c4 trying to find some counterplay on the queen side. Well, black of course can't capture on e7 because after rook takes e7, queen takes e7, white has f6 check. Let's go back. After e7 we see c4, queen g3, c3, and now comes rook e6, queen d4 check, queen f2, queen takes d5, but now comes f6 check, king h8, g7 check, king g8. Look at this beauty. Now comes f7 check. Just have a look at this magnificent passed pawns on the 7th rank. Black captured on g7, but here comes queen f6 checkmate. What a beautiful checkmate by Paul Morphy. By the way, as you have noticed, this diagonal is controlled by the bishop. Your comments and questions please. What do you think about this game? Good luck.